All right, welcome to Ask a Saint, powered by AIA Vitality. The first guest in our new series is Steph Chiocci, new AFLW star. Welcome to the Saints. How are you settling in?
I'm a little bit nervous for this, and you called me a star, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah, excited.
The Saints are excited to have you. So essentially, we're just going to ask some fan questions that were submitted over the week on Instagram and Twitter. We've got some doozies, we've got some good ones. So yeah, I won't waste any time. Shay wants to know, who has impressed you so far over your first week or so?
Ooh, would it be silly if I said the coach? Then I'm getting brownie points.
That's fine.
Yeah, Nick Del Santo is impressing me. No. On the track, geez, we've only been back a week, but I think all the girls have come back in really good nick after a really long preseason. It can be really hard to sort of keep motivated and do those sessions that TJ sent, but a lot of the girls came back really fit and strong. But probably Ella Friend. She's really impressed me, that big left boot that she has. I think she could take her game to another level. And probably Hannah Spewy. Her gut running was awesome on the weekend, and she's a real competitor, so I'm excited to see her play as well.
Were you familiar with many of the girls before you started?
Yeah, I was. I knew a few of the girls. I played with some of the girls, Darcy Guttridge and Nick Stevens, and then had a really good relationship with Hannah Priest, our skipper, and sort of, worked with her as being another leader from another team last year. The past few years, we had some good conversations about that. So sort of stayed in touch. And obviously Tessie McManus was at the Pies. Lockie Harris was a midfield coach there as well. So, yeah, a couple of little relationships there. And, just really excited to get started with them all.
All right, from Josh, good one here. What do you do to take care of yourself in the mental health space?
Yeah, great question. Big on mental health. Currently doing the push-up challenge as a Lifeline ambassador, so something I'm really passionate about. But just, doing things that sort of promote that sort of happy feeling. And for me, it's sort of being kind, as simple as that. So random acts of kindness I like to pride myself on. Reading books, at times journaling. And listening to certain music, but just making sure I take time for myself. I do like some alone time here and there, and obviously with the demands of footy and work and everything else that's going on, it's really important to switch off. So walking the dog and reading is probably the one thing I like to do, especially before bed.
And Stephen wants to know, settling into the Saints we've kind of covered, but how's Bentley going? I'm not sure who Bentley is, but you might want to tell us.
It's not my car, I'll tell you that much. Bentley's my 5-year-old golden retriever. So my baby's going really well. He's now got 2 sisters, 2 boxers, which keep him on his toes. But yeah, he's very lazy. He doesn't do too much during the day other than molt hair. But yeah, he's going really well.
They're popular around here. You'll fit in well. Em wants to know, this is very specific, might be a backstory. Have you ever been overdressed at a musical theatre production? What's the story there?
I am. So this is Em from work as a teacher, so Parkdale. We actually got invited to the Rocky Horror show a few years ago now, probably 4 or 5 years ago, and it was the opening night, so I was told that you had to dress up. So often your manager will send you an invite for something and they give you some information. It was like, oh, make sure you dress up. And I had no idea what the Rocky Horror Show was, to be honest. But I knew she was really passionate about it. So I'm like, oh, do you want to come as my guest? And she's like, yeah, no worries. And we had all this outfit set up. I went as whoever has like the really pale face and the really buffy hair. So I painted my face white. I wore some sort of like waitressy outfit. You probably know the character. I don't know who it is.
I've seen him, yeah.
Yeah, and I let my hair go natural, which is really afro and buffy, and sprayed it. Anyway, and she went in this like dazzling, beautiful outfit. And we rocked up and not one single person was dressed up at this premiere. And it was honestly the most embarrassing thing ever. There's a few videos out there, and I think there was like Channel 9 was covering it, and they're like, oh, can we get an interview? And I was like, absolutely not. That is not happening.
Can we expect a Mad Monday best on ground?
I go all right with the Mad Mondays. I take a bit of pride in my dress up, so we'll see how we go.
All right. Super Sleuth 31 wants to know, who inspired you to play footy?
Oh, I don't know if it was any one particular person. I just grew up loving football. So I grew up as a Carlton supporter and was pretty much a member from the day I was born, and attended every game at Princess Park back in the day with my family, big Italian family, so I didn't really have a choice. But I think just watching the boys play inspired me to play because I love the game so much, and I knew a lot about it, to watch my favourite players run around every week. And, we used to get there early to watch the reserves and things like that, and it was just a real sort of community feel, and it was a really big part of my family. So I think that's what inspired me to play footy. My favourite player at the time was Andy McKay, who then went on to be obviously very important in the Carlton program there. that's probably where it all stemmed from.
On that community feel, a lot of people say that AFLW has that same kind of connected feel. Is that how you would describe it?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're still in our infancy, and I think we're really good at getting around people and including all different types of people. It's very inclusive in terms of diversity, sexuality, religion and things like that. It's a real cultural piece for us and something we really pride ourselves on. And I think, when we're playing games here at RSCA or Vic Park or Casey Field, anyone can sort of come along, and it's still got that really real family vibe. And I think that's really special.
Quick one from your new teammate, Nick Zenos. What tan do you use?
Yeah, she would ask that. She probably wants to steal it from my locker, to be honest. I think she's probably the one to ask, but I do. Well, shout out to Fee, my tanning lady. She's my go-to spray tan, but if I need to top up my tan, I'll go with the Bondi Sands self-tanning foam. Hopefully get an endorsement there.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Quick one from Jordan Membry. What's your favourite tattoo?
Cheeky, George, ex-Pies teammate. Definitely not my Southern Cross tattoo, because that's now in its 4th laser removal session. So that's almost gone, thank goodness. It was, a very young and silly tattoo that I got. And it was actually wrong. The stars are in the wrong spot. So it kind of looked like a constellation of stars. So I'm pretty happy to be getting rid of that.
Can we expect a Saints one if we win a flag one day?
100%. But I think she's probably referring to this one, the martini drink that a few of us got in Bali, which is great. To be fair, I actually don't really like drinking them, but, one in all in.
Irrelevant. All right, from Briazza, what's your recovery process after games?
Yeah, obviously recovery is really important, especially when you're a veteran and the ripe old age of 34. So for me, it's just getting moving again. So getting in the pool and doing sort of stretches in the pool whilst moving. And then definitely the spa. I'm very much opposed to the ice bath. It doesn't work well for me. So getting in the spa and then some light stretches. And then the next day just going for an activation walk and stretches as well. But refueling obviously is really important. So getting food in pretty much within that half an hour window after a game as well.
You're in the right space for the Danny Frawley Centre.
That's
next
it.
door, very luckily enough. All right, we'll skip through a few, but we got Magpie's sister, Fernie. What are you most excited about for the new season at your new club?
Perfect. Thanks, Fernie. I think I'm just really excited to see the growth in this group. Dal hasn't shied away from the fact that probably underperformed and haven't achieved what they wanted to achieve here in the past. So I'm really excited to see a group that's really hungry to improve, and I think we'll see that week in, week out. And, there's a really good crux of young players here who've got a couple of pre-seasons under their belt now. So they're ready to take the next step, and I think that's what excites me the most.
One here from Tom. He wants to know best AFLW sledges.
Yeah, there's not many. I think girls are pretty worried to actually do it because we all talk and sort of spread those sorts of stories. Emma Carney used to be good on the lip, but she's calmed down a bit. We have a good joke about that. But yeah, not too many out there.
Any new teammates pretty chirpy out on the track?
I reckon Serene Watson. She would definitely give it. She's cheeky, confident, which we love. And I reckon Jamie Lambert would too, but she'd do it more with actions.
Are your calves getting bigger with a change of club and training program from Luke? There's another inside joke.
Yeah, no, I don't have big calves, hence the Achilles issues. I actually see a really world-renowned physio, Ebony Rio, and she said I have the smallest calves she's ever seen in any athlete, and that included teenagers and children. So I think that's what we're referring to there, but I'm working very, very hard on them.
That's all right. Annabelle, outside of footy, what energises you?
Yeah, I think just spending time with family and friends and finding that balance. Footy can be really consuming, as can work. So finding time to spend time with them, in particular my niece Frankie, who's almost 2. She's beautiful, and I love spending time with her. And I often go and watch my brother play footy just because I know that she's going to be there. So, and spend time with her.
Can we expect some Chioccis at RSCA Park over the summer?
Yeah, no, they'll be here, the Chiocci clan. There's a few of them.
Is it a big clan?
Yeah, Christmas we get about 30 odd. So
that's a big clan.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
All right. From Jake, who do you idolise?
It's a really good question. I think I don't have any one particular person that I idolise. I sort of like to just empower other women and sort of focus on them and what they're doing. I think everyone that plays our game in particular, breaking down barriers and those social norms in our space are really important and crucial. So they're the people I sort of look up to.
2 quick ones from people you know well. Your teammates, Doreen Watson, as you said, likes to chat. She wants to know, what are your thoughts on gluten-free cereal and unsweetened almond milk?
I tell you, to stitch up. You go to one breakfast with your team and mention that you like gluten-free cereal and almond milk, unsweetened, which was on sale, by the way, at Coles. What are my thoughts? Look, gluten-free cereal, really yummy. Unsweetened almond milk, trying to get rid of those refined sugars. I think, why not? Trying to get the skinnies down.
Fair enough. All right, finally, from Taryn, who I believe you know quite well, when will Steph propose?
That is a very cheeky question.
That is your partner.
Well, it is my partner. Happy birthday, by the way. It is her birthday today, and here I am at training, so I've been trying to sort of make up for that. Put it this way, she'll probably have a ring on her finger before her next birthday, so that gives me a year. It gives me a year. Yeah.
It's truth. All right, well, thank you very much for joining us. Great first guest, and we can't wait to see you run out for the red, white and black this year.
Thank you very much.